forget about those. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause, grab some pliers. Okay, so you get the general gist. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, put down the phone, and grab that thing. Okay, I went ahead and popped it off, and there goes the whole assembly. Go ahead and toss it to the side. Go ahead and then remove the 12mm bolts inside the airbox. Went ahead and I forgot the one on the back side that I showed you before. And then the whole assembly will come out. So here we have our math sensor plug. That's where you're going to be slicing and getting it out of the loom. I'm going to take it back all the way to this 90 little junction point and do the new loom from here surrounding the plug. So I'm going to go ahead and use the blade. Go at whatever pace you need to go so you don't slice the wires, because if you slice the wires you're going to have a bad time. So go ahead and be careful while you're doing this. Quick tip, just on the closed side of the loom, just go ahead and drag the blade all the way across. Okay, do that. Theory should make it a little bit easier to go ahead and peel it all the way down to make your life a little bit easier. No guarantees, but if it does, if it works for you, congrats. If not, oh well, good luck. Okay, so I went ahead and peeled back the loom so that we could see what's going on there. Just doing a little baby cut and pressure so you guys can see the wires. Again, be very careful because this is nothing you want to be damaging. Okay, so I've gone ahead and peeled away the sensor all the way down to the junction point here. And we have the original collection of wires there. So go ahead and don't forget to put those wires back into the original loom, and then go ahead and wrap it in some electrical tape to keep it nice and secured. Okay, so I went ahead and went to CarQuest, and they will cut for you by the foot wire loom, and they cut in 1 foot sections. So go ahead and measure it up, see what length you need, and cut it. This is 3/8. Since it's only, what do we have here, 5 wires, you could probably go a little bit smaller, but you know, not going to matter too much. So just go ahead and grab 2 feet of this and you'll be good to go. You don't need to go that far. It's just a little bit on either side and maybe a little bit on the middle. It's just to keep it sealed so that way the wires don't go falling out. Once they come out a little bit, it gives them a point in where they can all start to walk out. So it's just getting the ends closed so that way all the wires will stay contained. Okay, so I want to take a quick break of explanation just to make sure you guys are up to date on well, not up to date, but figuring out actually what the heck's going on here. So one of the hoses that fell off when we removed the Helms holes, however you pronounce it, resonators, you have this hose right here, which plugs in back there. We're going to actually remove that completely, and we're going to use the new longer one that you purchased either from Toyota directly or that you picked up at CarQuest like I did. Then you have what is it, the breather hose, I can't recall the name of it, but that guy's actually going to plug into the insert that came with the TRD kit, and then it's going to go ahead and plug into the red coupler. And at the top of the coupler you can see the little port right there. That's going to be for the valve connect, or the hose connector, the male-to-male connector that they included in the kit, which is then going to plug into there. So I'm going to go ahead and keep on putting parts together. So here we have the old box. Here we have our fancy new one. On our old box we actually got to go in, just whatever fancy tool you want. Pull out the sleeve, or the insert, and you can pull out the rubber. So that's going to get moved over to the new one. So go ahead and just use whatever to push that out, and then carefully push out those rubber grommets without ripping them. So take your time, be careful, and then go ahead and move over those three, and then we can start to mount up the lower box. So your kit should have come with the little locking arms. Just come in from above, pull up, click it in. Not rocket science, but I'm still pointing it out just so that way someone says, oh my goodness, he didn't cover the release arms. So go ahead and don't forget to install those. Go ahead and remove the MAF sensor from the old intake using the Phillips. You'll be mounting it on the new intake, and this one requires a 4mm Allen wrench. All mounted up and good to go. So I totally missed a step in showing you guys. So I went ahead and took the red coupler on the right side, making sure that the inlet's on the back side. Used a little bit of dry lubricant silicone spray that I was told was sensor safe. Sprayed it on the inside and then went ahead and wiggled it onto the throttle body or sensor. Now I'm just going to go ahead and plug in that extended our extended hose and plug that in, and then that should be good to go. And then we can continue installing the rest of the assembly. Okay, because I have short stumpy legs and short stumpy arms, I had a fun time trying to slide that new vacuum hose on there. So I went ahead and used pliers to hold on to it while I just wiggled it on and pushed it onto that. Now I'm going to go ahead and line it up like so. I'm just going to cut it probably right around there so that way I have a little bit of flex just in case need be. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the male-to-male to plug it in. Alright, so we got our old airbox out. Now we have the I believe it was accelerator. I'm not too sure, but whatever. This love sleeve pretty much just shoves into the sidewall there, and then you see there's a couple of spots that the airbox is going to click into. So it's nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Just make sure that the TRD logo is up on top. Now, what this does, of course, is make sure that the airbox is going to be drawing in air from the fender area instead of the engine bay that's going to be warm, of course. Alright, going two-handed, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So then when you have that guy all set up there, then just go ahead and click in your airbox. You can imagine you're just going to shove it into that sleeve and then you're good to go. It's going to be a two-handed operation, so of course I got to put down my recorder. Now, because our mounting points are different, I'm going to go ahead and remove this bracket. Okay, so now I went ahead and tossed the air filter back in there. Now I have my intake pipe there, and then of course I have our lid here, got the coupler mounted there. So I'm going to go ahead and try to slide this on, because we have our hinge there, well, not hinge, but where it clicks into on the airbox. So this way I'm going to start on the left side and see if I can line it so that way as I push down and in to the airbox there, it goes and pushes down on the coupler assembly there. Good. Looking good. Perfect. Alright, guys. Go ahead and start it up now. Another tip, just make sure, something silly, that you've orientated the band so that way the screws are accessible from this side. Otherwise, you're going to have a fun time. Very important step. Don't forget to go ahead and plug back in your sensor. Okay. Now, one of the kits came a grommet. So grommet's going to go ahead and mount up TRD box, top box. You got your fancy little filter. So push button to reset. Okay, you could hear it made a little click as it engaged in the bottom right there. Okay. So, got that set. Make sure none of your tools are all laying about, running crap all over. Make sure that's all gone and put back. Put your engine cover back on, and then don't forget to put your battery connection negative back on. There you can see the mounting point 1 and 2 for where the engine cover goes on. Go ahead and grab that. Okay, so here's the back of the engine cover. It's going to go ahead and mount right there. And those little grommets are going to pop in. Fancy. Okay, the install is complete, so now we're going to go ahead and start it up. Okay, went ahead and died, so we're going to turn it off. And then we're going to go ahead and round 2.